Welcome to Artraveler. I'm your host John. Today we'll talk about the wisdoms of our ancient people and the most popular landmark of Korea as we go for Gyeongbokgung Palace. This palace was built in 14th century with the birth of new dynasty Joseon. Since then, this palace had to go through fire burn, tear down by invaders, so we had to rebuild it several times. And finally we got here today is early 20th century restored version. After some gates, here we are in front of the main hall of this palace. The name of it is 긍정전, meaning diligence in governing the nation. The roof is big and two roofers are set on one floor, which requires difficulty to make it. The painting behind the throne has a perfect symmetry, and we can find the sun and the moon, also with 5 peaks of mountains. This heavenly mountain was known that it's in a legend story of ancient China. Roughly speaking, the whole idea of this picture is stressing the king's authority and inspiration of the gods of Mother Nature. Do not miss that gorgeous looking dragon statues on the top. The use of this room was similar as today's main conference hall. The king was given a daily report and held national ceremonies. And we look around this building, we can find many statues according to Confucian geomancy order. Firstly, we found 2 statues which is a fantastic animal, a blue dragon and a white tiger. Our ancestors believed that the 2 of them are symbols of guardians and blessing of Joseon dynasty. And here we got some big iron pots. Our ancestors used to pour some water in it, and they wished to keep this building from a flame ghost. Since this building had always been a main target of the enemies, and most of the parts are built in wood, which means it's easy to be burned. For those reasons, our ancestors seem to pay full attention on fire with these installations. Here's another stone statue. Take a look at the pairs of stone dogs, mother dog and son puppies. They are overwatching to the same direction, which is Japan's side. Since ancient Japanese invader destroyed this building in 15th century, I think it's one of a reflection of how people of Joseon mind past Japan. When mother dog dies, the son puppy is a backup. This is why they are set together. And last but not least, all around this building, we got to find 12 animal statues. Have you heard the 12 zodiac animal gods of Oriental universe? This is it. Starting from a mice to a pig, each animal's Chinese character was used for time and direction words in ancient Korean. When the king was sitting on the throne in the building, he's supposed to sit in the center of these 12 statues. By doing so, the king was believed to rule the time and the direction of Joseon. Also, if you look a little further around, can you find any interesting parts? Take a look at the stone tiles on the ground. The surface of these tiles are not trimmed, and it looks more like pristine stones. Why did people left it pristine? Because they were lazy? Of course not. It's one of the rain draining system of this palace. When you watch it from the side, we can find the floor shapes like upside is high and it's getting lowered to the downside. We could control the up and downs of this yard easily with the pristine stone tiles. So water slides down to an intended draining spot. And the irregular shapes of the stone could break down the water speed also. It makes a beautiful scene when it rains. Plus, when the sun gets too shiny, these stone tiles scatter the reflection of the sunlight, so the tile designer succeeded to keep the king's eye from the sunlight. Okay, then we move to the backside of the main conference hall, and we got here is 사정전, which is the main office room for the kings. The king used to make a more practical and detailed decision in this room. In this building, I want to talk about the Korean floor heating system called ondol. This system is mainly about heating floor tiles with smoke and steam, and still the modern Korean heating system is adopting the ondol system. A little difference is we now use boiled water instead of smoke. Well, take a look at these 2 sides of buildings. These buildings have a beautiful ondol and deep smoke system. This room has a kitchen part, and once we make a fire in the fireplace, the smoke is driven along with the chimney, and the point is that the chimney is designed to follow under the floor to hit the floor tiles, and it comes out to the air. If we are able to contain heat under the floor longer, we get more heating efficiency, right? For that reason, our ancestor designed the chimney to be placed pretty far from the house, so the heat steam and smoke gotta travel a long way to come out. Where do you think is the chimney of this house placed? It's right here at the gate roof. Most of guests think that it's just a part of decoration of the door, but the chimney of the front house is placed at the gate of backside house for the heating efficiency with beauty. We walk into the backside. We are at the king and queen's living place. This place is designed for the king and it has a unique roof structure. Let's compare it with the front one. Did you find any rooftop style is different? I mean, along the very top side of the roof, it doesn't have a white part, right? We call it technically a main ridge. That main ridge part is symbolizing a dragon indwelled in each building. This front building, definitely we got a dragon for good, and we don't have it here because we don't need to summon a dragon spirit for the king's room because the king himself was a dragon already. Okay, here's our next place, and it's one of my favorite sites on this planet. A castle is located on the center of this big pond, and these pine trees are pretty good match with the watercolor. Do not leave the reflections on the water when taking some picture here. This beautiful castle is called Gyeongbokgung, and it's designed for a formal party or an audience with a foreign ambassador. The inside of it is basically a white one room, but people can manipulate the inside the structure by setting some partitions on the floor. The partitions are basically installed and stored on the ceiling. Look at that decoration shaping like a curtain between pillars. According to an old record, 1,200 people were gathered on this building at one time. It's officially prohibited to enter the second floor now, but I heard once we stand on the floor and we watch this palace, all the roofs look like a peaks of mountain, and the viewer sides were smoothly moved over the real mountain up there. Okay, can you start a science talk? This beautiful pond wasn't just beautiful. You know what? The ancient people, they didn't have an electronic water pump and chemicals to maintain water quality of such a big pond. If they failed to control it, all the people in this palace would be suffered from bad smell water, including the king. That's gonna be a big trouble, but actually our ancestor made it. The secret of the pyramid is that it has a natural water circulation system. Our ancestor knew that the water shouldn't stop streaming, so it keeps clean itself. And right here, from my standing spot, do you find the stone statue over there? The first water stream is made from the falling water, and from this spot, underwater rise toward the other direction. Lastly, from the stone bridge statue, that's also another water end. Those different sources of water stream generates the whole stream mix of the pond, and it makes it fresh. When it heavy rains, you may think it will overflow. Fortunately, the more water supply it gets, the faster water stream is made, so it accelerates the speed of water out. There was no historical record it was overflowed. And amazingly, this system still works. As far as I know, we still don't have a water pump for this pond. One of the interesting factors here is that our ancestor buried a bronze dragon under this pond. A dragon is believed that it brings rain and thunder. The past people received plenty of rains by burying a dragon under this sacred pond. Since Joseon was agrarian society, raining was an essential matter of people's life. We found the dragon and it's in the castle's museum. Okay, I think it's time to wrap up this episode of Artraveler, and of course I didn't cover the whole part of Gyeongbokgung Palace today. I think it was like about 30% of the whole. Maybe someday later, or you could visit here by yourself and together. Thank you, and don't forget to subscribe my channel to follow up my next video.